Oh, that's a little sharp. Oh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Moss Podcast. My name is Manny.
And I'm Shawn.
And we're so happy that you're here with us today.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, it took us like 2 minutes to actually start the podcast today.
2 minutes?
Well, it says 1 minute and 54 seconds, so it almost took us 2 minutes to start the podcast today.
That's fine.
And I got the gigglies for some reason.
Happy Friday,
4th
Saturday,
of July.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you're listening to this.
You got to get down on Friday.
No,
Friday. Gotta get down. What comes after that?
It doesn't matter what comes after that because that is all people know. Anyway.
Some people didn't know what that song was when we put it up on Instagram the other day.
Oh, they were too young?
Could be, yes. Could be. But anyways, welcome to the podcast, the Moss Podcast. We're happy to have you here with us, whether you're watching us live on YouTube or you're having our serenade of sounds through your magical ears or your car Bluetooth, whichever.
Okay.
We're happy that you're back with us. This is episode 40.
It is 40.
It's almost, wow, we've almost done as many episodes as the age of Shawn. Insert laughter.
I don't know why he would think that would be funny because it wasn't. Anyway.
I thought it was pretty funny myself. Don't be using my tagline, anyways.
How are you doing today?
I am tired, pained, but thriving.
Okay.
My back hurts. I picked up a water bottle that I should not have picked up. It was a 5-gallon one before y'all start coming at me. It was a 5-gallon. Is that a 5-gallon?
Is it 5 gallons? I was like, 5 gallons? I don't know if it's 5 gallons.
I don't know. It's one of those water things they deliver to your house. And I went to go pick it up. And
my back. I threw out my back.
when I put it down, I knew something had happened. Well, what happened was... But yeah, I've been all right. You know, it's a week. How are you?
Good. I'm good. It was a short week because we were off on Monday.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why I'm not as crazy about work.
Maybe. But I am good. I've also had a back pain for like the last 2 weeks. It comes and goes, but we're thriving.
Yeah, somebody asked us what it's like after 30.
Didn't they say 40?
No, it was 30.
Oh, okay.
This is it. It starts after 30. Your body just starts to fall apart.
It does. That's why you got to take care of it, though.
Yeah, some people say go work out. It solves all the issues of your back.
I mean, it's not going to solve all the issues. You got to stretch. Stretching is very important.
Stretching. I've gotten into a love of stretching. Even though before I didn't. And I was like, stretching, please.
But it really does help.
Real people who work out don't stretch. But now I do. And I burn some pretty good calories, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, you're still moving your body.
Yeah. But from last week's episode, if you haven't, go watch it. Duh. Some song recommendations came in that I had not heard. The Margarita song and Issues by Go-Go Moreau. Oh my God, I cannot say that. I think that's wrong. And child, wait, you think you know how to say it?
Isn't it Mara?
Sure, we'll go with that. I listened to the Margarita song immediately after the last podcast. And it is not what I expected.
I told him to be ready.
I'm not going to play it on the YouTube because we'll probably get in trouble. Or, some 12-year-old might come across it and... Y'all just look up the song. But if you have underage kids, you probably shouldn't listen to it around them.
One margarita, I'ma open my leg. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some.
It's a fun song.
It's a fun song. And then that evening we went out. Oh no, we recorded the podcast not Friday, last week. But then we went out that weekend, and we were all talking about the song because we were drinking margaritas.
Yes, we were. And you had how many?
I think 3 or 4.
3.
I had 3. Yes, I had 3 margaritas, and they was on point, and only $5.
He loves a $5 margarita.
I love me a $5 drink.
Or a cheap margarita,
I love me anything under $10. Like when I go on Virgin Voyages, I stick to my margarita because it's $9. And when I found that out, that was it. The other song, Issues,
which I haven't heard.
I listened to it last night and then I listened to it again today. It's a cute song. It's about a person who is dating somebody new.
Okay.
But they resemble too much of their previous person that hurt them. So they're pretty much telling this person, it is not going to work because you remind me too much of this person. It's not you. I'm just hurt.
Got it.
So it was a really good song, good vocals. I had never heard of it.
I'm going to have to listen to it after this pod.
Yeah, it was a good song. I like it. So if you haven't checked it out or you're going through a breakup, go listen to that song. Well, I guess not a breakup. Or you start dating somebody who looks like your ex.
Or if you've had that experience in the past.
Right. I can't date somebody who looks like an ex. It's just me.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to recap those songs because I said we were going to do it, and we have. So shall we move into the issue?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hey.
You. I do. Hey. You got me helpless. Shit.
I was about to say hopeless.
I'm holding this.
Why are you holding?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a singer and I'm over here like Adele or something.
You are not a
dragging
singer.
the cape.
You are not Adele.
Okay, you did not.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the issue on the table, everyone.
Yes, issue on the
so
table.
So what are we talking about this week?
Oh, Boebert fumbles.
She did what?
And Boebert fumbled the football. Boebert fumbled the football.
What is happening?
All right. So our friend of the pod, Lauren Boebert.
She is no friend of mine.
Republican representative of the state of Colorado.
As Mariah said, I don't know her.
That is classic.
Go ahead.
So Boebert took a little fumble on a football because Ms. Boebert is wanting to impeach President Biden. She brought to the floor papers of impeachment. And according to a report by the Associated Press, the measure charges Biden with high crimes and misdemeanors over the handling of the U.S. border with Mexico. Quote, a complete and total invasion at the southern border.
Okay.
So that's her basis of filing impeachment papers.
Okay. I mean, your dude, 45, wanted to build a wall, and he did not succeed in building said wall. So should he not have been impeached for that?
No.
Okay. But we're going to do it to Biden, though.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Girl. the whole thing is ridiculous. And once again, Republicans are very good at doing stunts and shows. And this is what they like to call political theater, because I had to imagine that she knew that she would not have the votes to actually impeach Biden.
You don't have the vote. You don't have the vote.
Yeah.
You're going to need congressional approval and you don't have the vote.
Okay. All right.
Well, that fit perfectly there. Because she didn't have the votes. Speaker McCarthy was like, nah, bitch, you can't do this. No. So they put it to a vote to move the measure to committee. So now her papers are sitting in committee, and the committee will decide whether they want to move forward with the papers and then bring it to the floor or not. It is important to note that Boebert used House proceedings to circumvent. Yes, committee, because that was one of the cool little things they bartered with Mr. McCarthy about, so he could become Speaker of the House, like more power that he gave up. So those House rules allowed her to just bring it to a vote on the floor without it going through committee.
Okay. So just like they could bring a vote to like get rid of him, I believe those were one of the I don't want to say stipulations.
Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker. Yeah, I think they need a less amount of votes to do it. Yeah. So essentially some of the things that they got when trying to negotiate with Speaker McCarthy has now led to this kind of embarrassing moment for the conservative side of the Republican Party. But even people on that side were kind of like, whoa, what you doing, partner?
My thing is, after she did this, and then she went on Fox News, or was it CNN?
I doubt she would go on CNN.
Fine. Fox News, and was talking about God had his hand all over this, and he was the guiding force.
All glory to God. This is grace. This is God's empowerment and his ability, and staying grounded, rooted in the word of God. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I am directed and led by him.
That led her to do this because she's righteous, and this is a righteous movement. And I was like, I don't know why you bringing God into this, because he don't want no part of this. He ain't in no part of this. Girl, can we stop putting religion in every?
No, they can't. They cannot. They cannot. They know that's what talks to their base. That's what lights a little fire under their behinds. But she was not successful in getting this passed, which has upset a chunk of the conservative party. And just moderate Republicans are like, okay, we just chastised Democrats for doing this.
Right. And
now here you are now trying to do it yourself.
I just feel like the Republican Party itself is split, right? You have the extremists like Boebert and MTG and Gates and some other crazies. Then you have some moderates. And then you have like the regular old Ronald Reagan Republicans. Like, it's so split and fractured. Like, some of them are rooting for Trump, and then like some of them are like, what are you doing? This man is possibly going to jail. He has countless number of indictments against him.
The man isn't going to jail.
Regardless if he does it, he doesn't.
He's not. No. I can run a red light and I have a greater chance to go to jail than Donald Trump.
I mean, that's facts. I'm not disputing that at all. I'm just saying their party seems to be really broken.
I don't know. They still voted against our long party lines. So
I mean, yes, they. Whatever. I don't care. Anyway,
internally they're probably fractured, but will stay as a team, like a broken team in corporate America.
Well, not when it came to this, though.
Well, they didn't want to go with the impeachment, but they all voted to move it to committee. I don't know if that was just to please Miss Boebert.
Probably.
And calm her down. Oh, my microphone's stuck in my watch. See, the cord, I should just hold it like Adele does. So we didn't really want to dive too much into politics, but we thought this was interesting because it came out of nowhere. It shocked the Republicans themselves because they're like, yo, bitch, where'd this come from? And Dems are like, really? Here we go. We're not doing anything again. But hey, if you think Mr. Biden needs to be impeached, then you think that's your prerogative I don't think he's done anything. I don't think that's an impeachable offense.
It's
The
not.
southern border has been a fucking hot mess since
Forever.
ever, you know? So, and no other president was impeached over that. So find something that he did that's worth impeaching.
I mean, they're all
If you're going to impeach him.
jumping on the Hunter bandwagon.
I don't get the Hunter Biden thing. I don't get
I
it.
don't
And I'm like,
either.
why is this affecting?
But they are like chomping at the bit about it.
You know, the thing is, Democrats have always had something on Donald because he just doesn't know how to shut his mouth. And the Republicans just want to have something so bad on Democrats that they're okay if it's Joe Biden's son.
Which
Because if the son does something like that, it resembles the dad. And I know there may have been some money. There's questions there about money exchange and if President Biden got any money off of that. But if it was a proper business deal, I don't know. And I mean, Mr. Trump has done plenty of shady business deals. But, you know, she didn't get what she wanted. I think it's kind of funny. But hold on, let me get this cup here. Is there anything else you wanted to say on that?
Mm-mm.
Let me get this mug here. It's my tea. And girl, let me tell you, the tea was hot in Washington, D.C.
Dead.
Miss Lauren Boebert was not happy with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, you heard that. The two BFFs are not happy right now. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, tell me.
Miss Boebert marched over to where Miss Greene was sitting, and she said she wanted to talk to her about statements you made about me publicly.
Okay.
Okay. Per the report, this is reported by the Daily Beast. I know, check your reference there. But, you know, a lot of other news stations are going along with it, so we're going to go along with it too. The exchange was also caught on C-SPAN cameras. MTG then became upset with LB about her filing articles of impeachment. Why? Because Marjorie Taylor Greene has her own papers of impeachment for Mr. Biden.
But she's had those forever.
I know, she has showed them everywhere. Like I said, LB brought her papers, but she didn't go about it the right way. She went around it, that procedural vote. So MTG was like, oh, nah, bitch, those are my papers. Like, I wrote papers. I want to impeach Biden first.
And she said it just like that.
No, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so as I said, Marjorie Taylor Greene accused her of kind of going above her, and instead of supporting her articles of impeachment that she had already drafted up. The Daily Beast reports that MTG then called LB, quote, a little bitch on the House floor. LB and did you just hit your head on the microphone?
Go ahead.
LB and MTG, once partners in crime, have been at odds recently as they both seek to gain political power. MTG spokesman said the outlet's characterization of the interaction was accurate.
So true.
Accurate. The spokesperson was like, yeah, she said that, and what? I mean, that's where we're at in American politics right now. That we can just march up to somebody on the House floor and say, you a little bitch.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me because that you're right. This is the place that we're in, thanks to her emails, him winning the election and turning politics into a madhouse.
Yeah.
It is just full of crazy.
MTG went on to clarify herself that I told her exactly what I think about her, end quote. LB also accused MTG of spitting on her lip.
I'm sorry, what? She spit on her lip.
Yes.
Like when she was talking, like she was probably so mad. And like,
I mean, when you say bitch,
right, like,
you know,
like
like
some spittle
got on
just
her.
came out.
Yeah.
And she was like, ooh.
Well, then, Marjorie Taylor Greene was pretty much like, bitch, I'm done. Then LB attempted to restart the conversation, but MTG stated,
I said what I said.
you need to shut up because the only person that's recognized to speak right now is Luna. It's whoever was speaking currently on the floor.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I am not shocked. I know we're being a little like blue on this podcast by bringing up this tea is so childish. It is middle school. LB was, Lauren Boebert was asked if she was leaving the, what's that place called? Congress? The federal building? I don't fucking know. U.S. history or American governance, only half a credit in Florida when I graduated. She was quoted as saying something along the lines of, I'm not in middle school or I don't do middle school games or something like that.
Mm.
I'm like, but your whole action of filing impeachment papers, you knowing your besties trying to get it through.
It's a little high schoolish.
Here's another part I forgot to mention. Marjorie Taylor Greene went on to say that the reason she filed papers for impeachment is because LB is trying to fundraise because we're reaching the end of the month. So she needed some red meat to attract people for donations.
So if she brought forth the articles of impeachment, then that would make people want to donate to her more?
I guess. Maybe, the conservatives would be like, yeah. Because, they don't want Trump or Biden in the White House.
I get that. But the logic there, it doesn't curl all the way over for me.
Do you know who we're talking about?
Yeah, I know who we're talking about. And,
it's Dumb and Dumber.
This is very true. Yes, you're correct. Never mind. The logic isn't there for me, but I guess it was there for them.
Girl, I was here for the tea, though. I was so here for the tea. Were y'all here for the tea? I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, they're the two, I guess, most outspoken crazies or extremists in that party.
Yeah.
And they, like you said, they were pretty much tag team BFFs, and now they're fighting, and I'm here for it. Let them fight. Let them fight amongst themselves. Keep themselves entertained and busy so they don't continue to spread lies or distract us, not us because we're woke, distract those that are still asleep with their lies and slander that they like to do. So let them fight and keep themselves entertained. I'm here for it.
I loved every moment of it. It's an embarrassment to our country, but
what is it?
It was just cute to see it. Like, I saw the video and, they're just like this. You can't really hear it. These accounts come from people that were around them as it was going on. But Miss Greene wasn't trying to deny it either. And her spokesperson was like, yeah, bitch, and what? Accurate.
I don't want to say anything nice about Marjorie, but I respect the fact that you said what you said and you stood behind what you said. I'll give you that.
That's one thing she won't ever not do.
I'll give you that.
Marjorie Taylor Greene will always stand by the stupidest shit she's ever said.
Right. What you say might not be accurate or, even make common sense, but you will stand behind it.
We got to kick this back to a previous pod. Like, if you use solar panels, you have to go to bed at 8 p.m. because the sun goes down and then there's no more power.
I mean, she said some very dumb things.
And people clapped to that. That was the most scary part. But anyways, we wanted to share a quick tidbit on politics. It's still part of our pod. It's still in our DNA, but
you can't escape it.
I'm sure you guys don't want to hear us talking about it all the time now, but at least we gave you some tea with a little bit of politics. Like, it was like a schoolgirl fight. It was like a middle school, high school.
Very children.
Can you imagine? Like, this is Lauren Boebert. Well, I heard that you said something about me in the media. And Marjorie Taylor screams, and what, bitch? I said what I said, as Nene Leakes would say.
I said what I said. Okay.
Anyways, so we're going to move on from that topic. I just thought it was very nice. I'm sorry if you're listening, you didn't get to see my cup of tea because I brought it out especially for this pod.
Just pretend you can see Manny sipping out of an orange mug.
It's a Reese's mug. Not sponsored. But I did win this by doing a review or something for a Reese's. It was their creamer, the Reese's creamer, when it came out.
I forgot that.
Yeah. See, if I had YouTube back then, I could have been famous by then. But
stretch. How could you have been famous?
I don't know. It was a sponsored thing. I had to write my review on Twitter.
Okay. So we're gonna move.
Isn't that how that works?
No. And talk about our weekend.
Oh, we left the house for 3 whole days. And we didn't travel. We actually stayed in glorious Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, so we had some friends come visit us from lovely Delaware.
The beautiful state of Delaware. Who out there is from Delaware?
Yes, leave a comment. Let us know you're from Delaware. What part of Delaware you're from?
I actually met somebody on social
from Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they quickly told me they did not know our friends. I'm like, I wasn't going to ask you that, but okay.
I mean, I know the state is small, but I wouldn't expect you to know them.
But now I know 3 people in Delaware.
Congrats.
2 personally, 1 via social.
So we wanted to show them around town.
Oh, yes. It was our second annual in real life,
meetup.
IG in real life meetup.
Yeah.
Or for short, IGIRL.
Because we met them on Instagram, and they were here last year visiting, and we decided to grab dinner, and that went really well. They had other plans, but we managed to at least have dinner with them. And then
they weren't sure if we were psycho, so they had other plans.
Okay, that's not true. Anyway, so this year, of course, we stayed in contact over social. We all love to travel. We like cruising. So we were trying to figure out something to do. And so they came to Tampa.
I tell you, everybody comes to Tampa. What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
book your destination now.
Don't come to... Anyway, so Friday, they got here Friday. And we made plans to go out to dinner. Mm-hmm. We went down to Seminole Heights.
Seminole Heights.
Those are for you who are not from Tampa.
It's the gentrified area of Tampa.
Seminole Heights. Oh, it is very gentrified. Gentrified? Sure.
Gentrified? Gentrified?
I'm going to skip the word now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong.
So there used to be a bunch of older homes there. They got remodeled. People started moving down there. Restaurants started opening up down there. It became a very hip, happening place. They have a lot of different eateries. And, I sent them a list to check out to see what they kind of were feeling. We had settled on the front porch. Mm-hmm. But then when we got there was no parking because... Seminole Heights. Yeah,
if you don't know, there is no parking for all these glorious restaurants they have opened in these old houses.
It's usually very tight if there is parking. So we luckily next door was another restaurant that was on the list that we didn't pick, but we parked there and we were like, and the front porch was kind of busy. We might as well just eat at
and it didn't. And there was some motherfucker playing music. And it sounded like fucking shit. And I'm like, I don't want to sit here for an hour and eat dinner and have to listen to this motherfucker and not be able to have conversation.
He's working on his cursing, y'all.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
So we went to how do you pronounce
Flocal.
Flocal.
Very Florida.
Very Florida. So it's kind of like a food hall, but
It is not a food hall, sir.
hall.
They say it in their menu. It is not a food hall.
I know they say it's not a food hall, but it used to be a food hall.
Yes, it used to be a food hall.
So now you go in, they will sit you at a table, you will have a server, like a normal restaurant. It is 3 restaurants.
3 restaurants
in
and
one.
like a bar brewery thing.
Yeah. So there's West Shore Pizza,
King of Coop.
King of Coop which is chicken, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And then
There's a burger joint. I don't remember the name.
Yeah. So
Or the bar.
we decided to go there because it was less busy than the other place.
Mm-hmm.
And walking in, we love the aesthetic.
Yeah, there's artwork all over the like floor to ceiling artwork.
Yeah. Which is very Seminole
Like
Heights.
graffiti-ish.
Yeah.
Very well done graffiti.
Yeah.
There's game rooms.
There's pool tables. There's a full bar. Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah, we sat down. I ordered the chicken. I think everybody ordered the chicken. No, one person ordered pizza.
I ordered the macaroni and cheese with chicken.
Delicious.
It was delicious.
And I think Daniel ordered chicken and waffles.
Is that what I thought he had the pizza.
Did he have the pizza? I don't know who the fuck I would, honestly. I did take an edible prior to going because I was going to be around people.
So our server came over and she was super nice, and we were discussing.
Nice. Shout out Megan.
Yes, shout out to Megan. We were discussing drinks because they have a nice drink menu.
They do.
And you had picked out like an espresso martini. I had got something
because I love an espresso martini.
And then when she got to the other side of the table, she was like, "Oh, we also have margaritas. I guess I should have said that." And then Manny was like, "Ooh,
I'm gonna take the
I'm gonna
margarita.
change my order to this $5 margarita." And then I changed my order.
The martini was $15.
And then Daniel also changed his order to a margarita. So we all had margaritas.
Marg's around. We had a designated driver.
That was me.
Oh, he was drinking too. Well, Anthony didn't drink. No, he had water.
He had water. Yeah.
So that was a great experience. We were there for
a while.
4 hours.
Like we were going to go to a brewery to a Pride event. But after we had ate and had our drinks,
I was already toasted.
I was like, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go to this thing? Do you want to stay here? And they were like, we want to stay here and get dessert and more margaritas. And I was like, cool, we'll do that.
I mean, I kind of encouraged that too.
He did. So on the menu, they had these Matt's Fat cookies, which y'all kept saying Matt's Fat, insert word here.
I don't know what he's talking about. I am a man of God.
Okay, Lauren. So we decided to get cookies.
Wait, who the fuck is Lauren?
Boebert.
Oh
my God.
Let's call her LB.
Anyway, we decided to get cookies and drinks.
We got Matt's Fat cookies.
We got Matt's Fat cookies.
We got all kinds of fat cookies.
Got the Oreo peanut butter. I believe Daniel got the chocolate chip.
Mm-hmm.
And then Anthony got the banana pudding one. So when they came, they weren't what we expected. I know she told us they were big cookies.
Yeah, they look like a giant ball.
Yeah.
So they should really be called Matt's Giant Balls Cookies. Matt's Cookie Giant Balls.
Anyway.
Giant Cookie Balls. Matt's Giant Cookie Balls. Oh, we figured it out for them.
So his wife brought us the cookies because
Matt wasn't in.
But they also own a ice cream parlor in Seminole Heights.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
It's creamy.
It's creamy. It's creamy to go around with the fat cookies.
But we've seen that before on Instagram, and we wanted to go there. Right. So this is, I don't know, just coincidence that happened. But the cookies were very good. The third round of margaritas were very good. We had a good time.
Cookies are delicious. If you're visiting or you live in Tampa, go to FloCal. Definitely try the cookies because the peanut butter cookie, usually if it's chocolate and peanut butter, it's usually too heavy on chocolate.
Yeah.
And this was a nice balance.
Yeah.
Cookies were great. We met his wife. We met Matt's wife. we met the wife of Matt's fat cookies. And she was very nice. And then she even came back. She's like, "Did you guys like them?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're great." So yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
We were actually just trying to be gross with the fat cookie thing, but
anyway, Friday nights we usually are at home. We're not really.
We're here.
usually out. But we stayed out late.
it's not
that
water,
night,
it's tequila.
And my God, was it hard to get up the next day?
I think I got up at like 10.
Same.
I don't remember. Besides a vacation, I don't know when I get up that late.
Yeah. And then so for Saturday we had plans to go to the aquarium.
Oh, the world famous.
The Florida Aquarium.
The Florida Aquarium. Shall we insert a video?
Sure, we can insert.
If you're on Spotify, the podcast will continue.
So we decided to go to the aquarium around
The Florida Aquarium.
12:30.
Yes, we got there a little after 1.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've ever been at Channel Side in Tampa when there's 2 cruise ships in port.
Oh yeah, it was busy.
And it was busy as fuck. Mm-hmm.
So we parked across
There's people everywhere.
from the aquarium in the parking garage, and we had to park all the way to the top, which is
We had to
usually
leave,
a no-go.
We had to leave the car in the sun. Never have I ever done that at Channel Side.
But we went to the aquarium, which I haven't been to in years.
Same. I really feel better for our friends. I'm so sad they spent that money.
It was, it was
Trash. It was trash. The word he's looking for is trash.
I was gonna say it was a time.
A time.
We had a time.
Oh, we had a great time as friends. The aquarium was trash. I forgot how bad the Florida Aquarium is.
The last time I went there, I took my parents when they came to visit, and I don't remember it being so bad.
Did we miss something?
I don't know. Like, unless I'm just in my head not really remembering it well. I just thought it was.
Maybe you hadn't gone to the Atlanta Aquarium.
No, I'm pretty sure I had been to the Atlanta Aquarium before I took my parents to this aquarium.
Okay. When did you go to Atlanta without me?
I didn't. We went together. We've been to Atlanta more than once.
Yeah, no. Your parents had not come and you had taken them there. This was early in our relationship.
Okay, that's fine. It's neither here nor over
Yes,
there.
it is. Because had he gone to the Atlanta Aquarium, he would have known that the Florida Aquarium was shit. But we went. And again, I feel very bad for our friends. It is not an aquarium to go if you're looking for extravagant, immersive exhibits.
I mean, no, it's not. If you want to go see fish, they have fish. If you want to see birds, they have birds. And if you want to see penguins, they have like 2.
They have
It's fine.
3 penguins, and they display them like you're looking at a Macy's window in New York during the holidays.
But aren't they building like a penguin habitat or something?
Was it there?
No, because
Okay.
it's being built.
Okay. Don't put the penguins on display till you're done, because that's a fucking embarrassment. Everybody that walked through that was like, what? That was it? That was the penguins?
I mean,
Even the penguins were like, what the fuck are we doing here? They looked confused on this half-size glacier that they built for them.
it was an experience.
Did I take a video? I don't know.
Of
If
the
I took a video
penguins?
or a picture, it has to go into the YouTube because I'm not making this shit up.
I think I did take a video of the penguins.
I'm not sure if I did because I was so pissed off by the time I got to see them.
So after that lovely visit to the Tampa Aquarium, we went over to Sparkman's Wharf, which again, if you're not
Wait.
from Tampa,
We're not done.
oh, we're not done.
The aquarium.
Oh Lord.
I need you people to watch your children in public. Okay, I've said this many times, and I'm going to say it again. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your friends with kids, tell your family with kids to watch they kids. There's no reason your kid is in my bubble. There is no reason why your child is running into me and then looking at me like I did something wrong. Watch your children. Thank you.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So after that, we moseyed on down about a block to Sparkman's Wharf, which is an outdoor space where they had different food vendors that
Yum.
work out of shipping containers.
So we went and we got some ice cream.
Yes.
What's the place called?
Jenny's.
Jenny's Ice Cream. That's where we went. And that was delicious per usual.
Mm-hmm. It was very hot.
It was hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. I'd never seen that place so dead, though.
True. And I don't know if people were avoiding it because it was a heavy cruise day or
Could be.
if people, I don't know what was going on.
The locals knew, but we didn't.
I guess.
Because we traveled all the way from a different city.
But that was cool. That was cute.
It was fun. We had a good time. The aquarium sucked, but we had a great time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
At least I did. I hope they did.
I'm sure they did.
If not, they can tell everybody how great the Florida Aquarium is.
So
Monday, Juneteenth Day.
Yes, Monday, Juneteenth. So Sunday they went to Disney. They went to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Monday we decided to go to the world famous
Busch Gardens.
And
we saw more animals there than we did at the aquarium.
I mean, we did.
They have a whole fucking pool of penguins.
Minus the fish, but then Busch Gardens does have fish.
They have fish.
Too.
We saw them swimming along with Lucy the hippopotamus.
That's true. And with the black swan.
And the black swan. We saw a fucking black swan. Hello. We saw swans. Kangaroos. Yeah, we saw parrots. We saw regular birds. We saw squirrels. We saw flamingos. The lion exhibit was being redone, so we couldn't see the lion.
Yeah, there were a couple of animal exhibits that they were refreshing.
It's really weird that Busch Gardens is chosen this time of year.
Right, because this is their busy season. It's summer. Like, people travel to come to Busch Gardens.
Like, when I worked there, it was dead in, like, September.
Right.
Which is historical for hospitality. So I'm like, why don't you plan your shit accordingly? I wanted to see hyenas. Because now I don't know when I'm going back to Busch Gardens.
I mean, it's not like you don't have an annual pass or something.
Yes. Oh, it was nice, though. We went on a Monday. It was dead.
Yeah, it was nice. It wasn't that crowded. It was very hot once again. We didn't get on any rides. We do what we typically do at Busch Gardens, which is walk around, eat, and drink.
There was a lot of broken rides.
That too.
Gwazi was down.
Montu
was down. Tigress was down. Like, I read somewhere, we didn't go towards Kumba, but Kumba was apparently down too. That's almost every ride in the park.
Kumba running, but I don't know if anybody was on it. Like when we walked by it.
Listen, Busch Gardens, you over here dragging us up into your park. You just told me to come. You gave me $10 free to come spend. And I'm like, what am I going to spend? And a free beer. 2 free beers, actually. But it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
We went to the Icon show.
Oh, yes, Icons. I was making so much fun of it before it started.
But it was surprisingly very good.
The entertainment was top notch. Dancers, singers, band.
Good. All good.
I mean, I've seen worse shows on Carnival Cruise Line.
This is very true. Really have. That girl that sings in that show, she is better than a lot of cruise ship singers that I've seen. Mine is Virgin Entertainment, but she was good.
She's good. I saw somebody who posted on a Busch Garden thread that afternoon. They got black girls singing it too.
Oh,
we gotta go back and listen to her.
We gotta go back. But yeah, the Icon show is basically them singing songs from famous icons. What are you making that face?
The first sip, I didn't take any water in. So I laughed at myself.
I was a little confused about the way they started the show, but after that, it was fine.
Yeah, they got you upbeat. It felt like a pride event.
It did because they started playing Work
You better work.
by Britney.
You better work.
But they couldn't play the bitch part. So it was just like, you better work. You better work. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And then it went to a completely different song.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
They did do a Janet tribute. Janet and Michael.
Yeah. I was worried at first.
She did a decent job singing it.
Well, I like the fact that they switched because there was a male singer and a female singer. So the female singer took Michael and the male singer took Janet. Mm-hmm. And they did Rhythm Nation.
And the dancers did good. I was impressed.
And the dancers were also very good.
Yeah, so if you were performing Juneteenth at the 3 o'clock show, 2 o'clock show on Monday.
I think it was 3 o'clock.
Y'all did phenomenal. Hats off to you if you just happened to run into this podcast.
Great job.
I listened 40 minutes in to get to this point. I was impressed. It was a highlight of Busch Gardens.
It was.
Besides the little parrot birds, the green ones that we went into the bird house.
Oh, yeah.
They were cute. They were just flying everywhere, landing everywhere. They were profiling. Take a picture of me, bitch. On the penguins. The penguins were so cute.
The penguins were very cute.
I made up for the zoo or the aquarium.
Yeah.
Kept calling it the zoo.
You did.
Well, that was our beautiful weekend.
We had fun. We had a good time hanging out with our friends. So shout out to Daniel and Anthony.
Yes, we're going to come visit you in Jersey. Well, they told us to stay in Jersey.
I know.
I kind of want to stay in Delaware, though.
I want to see what Delaware is.
I want to see what Delaware got to offer.
Is Biden from Delaware?
Is who?
Biden.
I think so.
Or is it Pennsylvania?
No, I think it's Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need more reason to go visit.
All right, we can go see his house.
Wow, they're going to build his library there, you think?
Sure.
That'll bring tourism to Delaware.
We're not ragging on Delaware.
We're not ragging on Delaware.
Live in Delaware.
I'm just having fun.
It's just an inside joke between
us
and our friends.
But I will say, Delaware is in a good position to get to other places pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, New York, DC,
Jersey,
like there's
Philadelphia.
There's just you can it's for us in Florida. If you don't take a plane, it takes you 8 hours to get out of the state.
It takes forever to get out of here. If you want to go anywhere besides Orlando from Tampa, it takes you forever to get there. So
to be able to jump line or state lines is kind of cool.
Pretty easily, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Delaware.
Hey, Delaware.
Wilmington University.
All right. So that is going to close the issue on the table for us.
Cerrado. Caso cerrado. Like that show you start watching, The Spanish Judge.
Oh, God.
She's like, este caso está cerrado.
That show is so dramatic.
It's so dramatic. It's fun.
And I have a hard time believing these people are actually real and not actors.
I think it's all fake.
It looks very fake.
Caso cerrado.
But yeah, that's going to close the issue on the table. We hope you enjoyed us talking a little bit about politics and giving you a little bit of personal.
What's your take? What you think about Boebert and MTG's tea?
Yes. Do you care? Do you want them to fight? Do you want to watch it on pay-per-view?
I would love for her to grab her by the hair on the floor of Congress.
And then Trump will grab him by the...
Ooh.
I mean, they said they were okay with that.
They did say, they wear shirts that say grab them by the puss. Can I say the full word?
Anyway, so we're going to move into...
YouTube's a bitch.
Our corner.
I can say whatever I want on Spotify. All right, off to the corner. Allah, to you we go.
Oh, we're going with me first.
I'm going to keep drinking my tea.
Don't drink it too hard. I don't want you to choke.
It's just water.
So I didn't really have a corner, but I'm gonna talk briefly.
Story time with Shawn.
See,
I'm just fucking.
I'm gonna talk to the people about this because we have 50 minutes, so he gonna eat up some of my corner time. But apparently, every time I tell a story, it bores him to death because I go into too many details.
I didn't say bored. I said you just get a little too far. Like you were about to tell us all about Busch Gardens, and I was Sparkman's. You were like, oh, Sparkman's is these containers, and I'm like, anyways, we got some ice cream.
I'm painting a picture for the people that don't live in Tampa.
It's a shipping container. What more can we tell them?
Going on to my corner since now I only have like 2 minutes.
You've wasted your time.
So
the house recognizes the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Barkley. 2 minutes.
So I know everybody's heard about the submarine, right?
It's a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
Go ahead. I'm going to reclaim my time.
Okay.
Reclaiming my time.
Go ahead. I yield my time.
So everyone's heard about the submarine. They went to go look at the wreckage of the Titanic and boop, boop, they got lost.
First of all, who really wants to do that?
I don't know. Rich people.
I have no desire to go see a ship at the depth of the sea.
So I'm going to get this to y'all real quick and dirty because I don't know all the details.
Does anybody?
I do that. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about the disparity. So, also, there was a refugee ship in Greece that capsized that had about 800 refugees on it that capsized, and over 500 people died. I don't know who survived.
The story didn't make it very far, so I did not read too much.
So the Coast Guard
Sadly.
in Greece is under fire right now because people are like, why didn't y'all help these people? Why didn't you do anything? The Coast Guard is saying that the people refuse help. I find it hard to believe that they will refuse help if the boat is about to sink. Right. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
They may have refused when it was running.
Right.
But when the bitch capsized.
Because like there's men, women, and children on here.
Right. When it capsized at that point, you just have to do rescue.
It is what it is. And I understand that, like, because we've been on Virgin when there was a raft or a boat.
Two incidents
with some migrants from Cuba. And, you know, the captain asked, well, I don't know if it was the captain, whoever asked if they needed some help. And they said, no, they just wanted some water and some food. So Virgin provided them with that. And the main reason they are going to say no, they don't want any help is because they don't want you to send them back to their country. Like, they are trying to get to America, obviously, for a better life or a better chance at life. The disparaging, never mind. The word that I'm looking for here happens because we have a submarine that imploded with 5 very rich people on it and 1 teenager who did not want to be there. And I feel so bad for his family, all of their families. But the way that everyone showed up and showed out to try to find this submarine.
I mean, multiple Coast Guard units.
Multiple.
Not just U.S.
Multiple Coast Guard.
Navy.
All of
reconnaissance.
And a lot of money spent on trying to find these people. And these migrants, we just watched them die.
Just let them die.
It's a sad reality, not only here in the United States, but across the world, where the disparaging, oh God, why do I keep fucking up that word? I
was like, do you want to start recording again?
No. The line between the rich and the poor and the treatment is, I don't know if it's even more glaring to people, but every life matters. Black, white, Latino, it doesn't matter. If someone is in a situation where they need help, they should be provided all the help that we can muster to give these people. We can sort out all that immigrant, migrant bullshit later, but the Coast Guard is saying one thing, but...
Well, they're just cleaning up.
True. But I just don't see how anybody could just sit there and watch that amount of people fall into the water and then do nothing. And one of the articles I read of the people defending or the lawyers defending the Coast Guard were saying that they didn't want it to turn into an issue where they go into the water to try to help these people and these people fight them. And then it turns into putting the Coast Guard's lives in danger. But I don't think if someone is in the water,
if I'm drowning,
right, I'm not going to fight you.
At that point, I'm just like, well, this didn't work out, but I at least want to live.
I can live to see another day to try it again on a different
right.
So that just
they're not going to deny help if we're capsized,
right? So that just didn't make sense to me. So I just wanted. I know everyone's been talking about the submarine, and again,
the migrants aren't getting attention,
right? They're not getting the attention that the submarine people have gotten.
No, I mean it's all over every news outlet.
Yeah.
So, and it's not to take away from the lives that were lost there, but
not at all.
We're talking about people who paid $250,000 to go down into a boat wreckage
to look at the Titanic up close and personal. Girl,
go look at the new 3D rendering pictures.
Right.
I mean, it looks great. Like, why do we have to travel to so you can tell somebody? It is a sad situation. There's an investigation there that maybe that submarine was not equipped to go down there, but now, did you know the CEO was on there?
The CEO of what?
The company
that owns the submarine?
Yeah. Ooh. He died.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was on board. He died, and the company's now closed indefinitely because there's no CEO. Yeah, he was on board.
Wow. Okay. Did not know that. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, bring awareness. There's a lot of TikToks going around and a lot of videos going around talking about what happened in Greece and comparing it to what happened with the submarine.
This is why they want to kill TikTok. It's pushing out news.
Very informative. Like, I find more factual things on TikTok than I do like in everyday news. I feel like,
or any other social media. Like, you find out things that are going on that you're like, oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
So,
and then you'll scroll and you'll see somebody busting their ass. So, and then you laugh. Like, it's a great platform.
Yeah, but it's a good point. You know, every life matters, regardless of your stance on immigration and not immigration. And I mean, everybody just wants a better life. And
at the end of the day, we just all want to live, be left alone, and be happy.
Yeah, our life is this small, and we ain't got that much time on here. And that's all they were wanting.
Yeah. So that's my corner.
Thank you for sharing.
I tried to keep it short.
Oof.
But I had to read you first. Anyway, go ahead.
Read, honey, not read. There's a difference.
Oh, no. You wait till this is over today. Let's come on over to my corner real quick, because somebody going to get punched in the fucking face.
I wish you would.
Roll the little thing. I'll punch you while it's rolling. Anyways, welcome to my corner, of which I have not prepared one today. So I'm probably going to yield all my time back on this corner. But, I can just touch on what you said. Like, every life matters. And we're in a society now where everybody's just all about themselves. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying certain people are all about themselves. The rich want to take more and want more exemptions, and because they say they create jobs. But then when you want to give students who are struggling a measly $10,000 off their student loans that are like $60,000, we want to scream and shout about it.
Yeah, I don't get. Like, the student loan thing. Like, if we can give people out here that are hardworking people a break and have them start off on a better foot, why wouldn't you want that for people?
Right. Like, most people probably have $10,000 in interest alone. So, I mean, it's not wiping the principal. You're just wiping the interest at that point. But I'm just like, if we had a little bit more humanity in our world, can't just say our country. I'm sure there's shit around the world too.
Yes.
If we just went back to the word of humanity, just loving thy neighbor.
If we could all just show a little bit of kindness.
Little kindness, little empathy. Let's stop worried about how somebody's living If it ain't hurting you and they ain't hurting somebody else, let them be. And I know people who probably are against immigration here in our country. We're like, you stupid ass.
We're going to see just how well that's going to work out for the state of Florida come July 1st.
Florida's going to be a good case study for the rest of the country on how saying you're going to get rid of immigrants that are undocumented in our state, how that's going to heal our economy. I'm going to sip my tea again. But that's my corner. Like, really, let's just start treating people with some humanity, some decency. We have lost the humanistic part of our lives, I think.
Everything is so vile, and everybody has to be so nasty to other people just because you might not agree with the way that they are living their life.
Look at LB and MTG. They're fighting over impeachment papers. I mean, that's what we've come to. This is, honestly, I can't even say it's high school or middle school. I feel like some kids out there act better than that and know better than that.
Yes.
Like some of these adults are acting wilder than the kids. Yes, the kids were running into me at the aquarium, but I mean, I guess that's what kids do.
I mean, they are kids.
But let me tell you, my mama would not have that. But anyways, that's our pod. This is number 40. 40. Is it time to wrap it up? Call it a break? Season 3.
Do y'all think it's over?
Y'all think it's over? Should we keep doing this? Are y'all even listening? It's a lot of work. We got to set up this whole fucking set.
It is a lot of work. I do enjoy doing
I do enjoy this. I enjoy this more than school.
I would hope
I actually don't mind researching for the pod and putting everything together.
I don't know. But yes, thank you for joining us for episode 40. You can follow us on our social.
Yes, you can follow us on our social.
We're on Instagram at Moss_podcast.
We're on TikTok and Twitter at Moss_podcast22.
And you can write us with your comments, concerns, observations, whether you want to see MTG and LB fight at Manny and Shawn at gmail.com. That's MANNYANDSHAWN.
I mean, I'll pay for a ticket to see that if the money goes to like a homeless shelter or something.
They ain't gonna do that. It's gonna go to Trump.
It's gonna go to their campaign funds. And then we've been telling you all about it. I haven't seen any new subscribers. YouTube.com/@MossPodcast. So we encourage you to follow on your streaming service. You can follow us there or subscribe to YouTube. Again, we're doing a bunch of new things on YouTube. There'll be a full video about our weekend coming out soon.
Yes.
And then we have two.
I think the Virgin video should be out next week.
Should be out just 4 months away after our cruise. It's great.
Well, the first two are up. The restaurant and food video.
Those are the two most important, I think.
Well, I mean, that's one video. And then the video following that is entertainment.
Oh, is that coming 3 months later too?
Don't do that. Anyway, continue on with this outro. Sorry, Carlos.
Any last words?
What we always say here, be good.
Be something
Not
good for
only,
yourself.
yeah, do that. But no one, be good. Be good to you.
Be a very good boy.
To others. Be good to your neighbors.
He's a very good boy.
Just be good.
A very good boy.
Last word.
Very good girl. A very good girl. If you haven't watched, what is that show?
Indian Matchmaker.
Indian Matchmaker on Netflix. Please go watch it. It is enjoyable TV.
There are 3 seasons up now.
3 seasons. Binge it this weekend or whenever this comes out.
It's an easy watch. You will get caught up in the relationships, the people that are dating. Like, it's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And you'll meet.
Anyways, continue. Thank you for watching, listening. You just going to start talking shit you don't need to be talking about. This is not After Dark. This is the regular podcast. Anyways, go ahead. Do your line there.
I'm done.
I'm done too. It's hot in this bitch and the AC ain't kicking on.
Do something good for yourself.
Then do something good for somebody else. Thanks for joining us. We hope you'll come back. We'll hope you bring a friend next time.
Ooh, bring a friend.
Bring a friend. Share the links. We're on YouTube Music now. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Live Nation,
all of the
Stitcher Premium. We're on all these bitches. Go follow us. Okay? Because we love you all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I want to get my tea. I need some more tea. I run out of tea. As Mariah Carey would say, I don't know her.